Hello and welcome back to Factorio Pyblock. Last time we were working through trying to make treated boards and we got as far as needing Moondrops to make methane or ethane or something, some hydrocarbon-y stuff. Alright, and so we've got one of these cycles where we have a Moondrop making machine which requires Moondrop seeds. And let's just work through this whole process. So Moondrops we can make in two ways. We can make Moondrop seeds, and this happens in a Botanic Nursery. So it produces 2 Moondrops, then 10% chance of 1 to 3 bonus Moondrops, 7 Moondrop seeds, and 1 to 3 Moondrop seeds. Then this process takes Moondrop seeds, happens in a Moondrop greenhouse. So I need a Botanic Nursery to get that process done. Is that a Botanic Nursery? Good, we'll get one of those. That will get crafting in the background. So then that's all great. So then what we need is this recipe here. Oakley dokley. So this is intimidating. I have myself a proper Yorkshire portion of actually very strong black Yorkshire tea. I think we're going to need it today. And this may be one of those episodes where I spend quite a lot of time looking at the screen. So it's the Moondrop from this recipe that we need, and I think I'm going to work it out on here. So Moondrops by hand, and I would like to make Moondrops. Okay, Moondrop. Okay, I'm just putting in one. Okay, and I have 2 recipes. This is the Petri dish recipe. This is the loop. So it's the Petri dish recipe I need. It happens in a Botanic Nursery, which is fine. I don't know whether I should make an extra nursery. Okay, and I need Petri dishes. I need a Codex. Okay, so the Codex doesn't look too bad. Tinned cable. Okay, so the tinned cable just happens in an assembler, or by hand I'm guessing. It needs tin plate and copper cable. All this Keragen is because we're using burner assemblers. Okay, that's fine. So I guess I can just grab some tin, can't I, from our Omni smelting thing? Alright, here's some lead. We'll take that. This is not tin, is it? This is zinc. I think we'll have that. And the tin came from the fish. Okay, so tin ore. Okay, so the tin ore, do we smelt it in a normal smelter? Can I put the tin ore back in here? These are all questions I'm asking. Will that work? Alright, seems to be putting a lot of fuel in. Yes, it will. Okay. Okay, so that's not too bad. I think, can I capture any fish from our surroundings? 5 fish. 5 does not seem like a huge number. 5 fish is not going to give us a lot of... Okay, let's try that. That's some fish. Okay, so I will get some fish. We've managed to disconnect something here, which is sad. Okay, that's better. Why is glass not happening? Because I'm full of this sludge again. Okay. Do I have a tailings pond? No, I don't. So we are just going to... There we go. Process solved. There never was a problem. And our tech has stopped again. So what's going on here? This has no iron plate again. That doesn't seem very likely. No, that's backed up. This has no soil. That seems far more likely. Okay. So we can put all that soil in there. Good. Yeah. And these are doing fine. They're just slow because we're using slow arms, but there's nothing we can do to improve that. Okay, so where now? We're trying to do moondrops, aren't we? Sorry, I've forgotten already. So, tin plate to make tinned coil. Okay, do we still not have... No, this is still smelting. Okay, so I can put another 25 fish in there. My other... Oh, here we go. Okay. So one craft seems to have made 4 plate, which I'm sure is not a good ratio. Ah, pie sinkhole. Maybe I should have been using sinkholes. Yeah, so let's try using some sinkholes. So, can I put one here? Yeah, can I make any more brick I need? Said Yoda. Okay, now I need more brick, because brick smelts really slowly. Yeah, it's just, it just takes a while. And this is just our overflow brick from here anyway. Can I make another sinkhole? I don't know why I'm making the sinkhole. It's not even what our thing is at the moment. There. Problem will be solved. Do I have bricks on here? No, I don't. I'm not even counting bricks, which is ridiculous, because they're a thing I've been using since the game began, so I don't know why. And now I can't see them in here. I don't know. Oh, there they are. Alright, let's put them back there. Alright, so 49, 50. That was painful. Alright, so that will get this process running full time, hopefully. Let's go back here. So, I think we can make tinned cable. We are making air core inductors. Because we made this setup here. There we go. We have air core inductors. So can I make the Codex? Alright. Moondrop Codex. I just need the tinned cable. And I only need 1 Codex, I expect. Maybe I need more than 1. I'm not sure. Okay. Codex. I need 20 units of tin. Okay. This looks like a job for speed up the game. Unless that's not the problem. No, that's not the problem. The problem is that I need very many tin ore to make a tin plate. Okay, and for that I need fish, and I could be automating lamps, but lamps are super expensive. Alright, let's have a look around here. So I actually don't know if seaweed swims really slowly. It would be interesting if it did. Alright, we've got some fish there. I've never gone fishing like this before. It's a new experience for me. Let's grab all of this because we're out of iron. Okay. Another 15 fish apparently there. These bots will just run around doing things. They're pretty promiscuous, for want of a better word. Okay. So. Let's see, have I got any fish? Should I put fish on my start bar? And let's just have another look at these options here. So I think once those fish have happened, we have the Codex. Then we need to make a Petri dish, which requires an empty Petri dish, Agar. So empty Petri dishes, they are made in a Glassworks. Okay, so that's something I think we can get on with. This is all attached without any gap, which seems a bit daft. Let's have a look at Glassworks. Okay, so what's stopping me making a glasswork? Brick. That is easily solved using our one thing that can do the job. Glassworks. One of those. Okay, let's re-engineer this so that we can actually get... Okay, move this up one. That then leaves a gap here. Can we fit a Glassworks there? I expect we can. Right, how are we doing for fish? There's another 20 fish. There. Maybe I should set up one of those crazy fishing contraptions where you put inserters around the outside of an edge of a bit of water and it grabs any fish that swim too close. That would be a bit cray. Can I make a radar? No, we haven't unlocked them. Okay. So this is going to make empty Petri dishes. Okay, I'm going to cap the empty Petri dishes to one stack. I'm going to make some pipe. And I'm going to rue the day I ever thought it would be a good idea to do this playthrough without some early game logistics. Baby Jesus just sacrificed some kittens. It's the only explanation I can come up with for how that routing happened. Okay, move that down there. Okay, that's not going to work. Okay, it has fuel. This I'm going to cap. Okay, so then this shouldn't craft anymore. And this is just really slow because we have just one of these, sorry, two of these, and we should have about 10 of them. Not a problem. So the Petri dish will happen. That was on our list of ingredients anyway. So the Petri dish is done. The tinned cable will happen once the fish have been baked into tin. The Agar, that's the next thing. Okay, so Agar is made in a high pressure furnace with seaweed. We have seaweed. That is something we can definitely do. Let's make a high pressure furnace because we've got one, but I've got a feeling we're going to need more than one for other jobs. How are we doing for arms and belt? Nah. Let's queue those up. Let's get some more pipe. Okay, so this is our seaweed production, yeah? Yes, it is. Awesome. So let's take the seaweed. Let's put it into a high pressure furnace. Let's put it into a high pressure furnace. Set the recipe. There's a lot of things we can do here, isn't there? So that's Agar. Awesome, and all it needs is steam. And we were bringing, there was some kind of a steam pipe running up here. Here it is. All right, let's take a spur off this way. Can I actually do it here? Yeah, I think I can. Okay, let's move that down, and that down. Then I think I can dump all some of my extra seaweed in here. Good. Can we get this out and under? We can. There we are. And here we go. We are making Agar. So, as I understand it, we're now making everything needed to make a Petri dish. I don't see why I can't craft these things by hand. And therefore we're making everything we need to craft a Moondrop by hand. Okay, I think this needs an output though, doesn't it? I think it's a good idea to allow things to go out as well as in. Otherwise things become very uncomfortable. Yeah. Alright, so let's... what was I up to? I'll have a look down at our tin situation. Okay, I have 20 tin. So I can now make the Codex. I probably should not be handcrafting copper hoops. I probably should be just using the copper hoops which are being made in our science area. And I should be checking whether the science area is working. It is not because of planter boxes. Because of empty boxes. Because of stone brick. Okay, it's always the stone brick. All I can do is feed it more brick. And I can look at my factory in the dark and weep a little bit on the inside, but not outside because that makes bad TV. Alright, let's grab that as well. Yeah, I'm starting to really curse these hand-fed janky builds. I mean, they sort of run when I'm watching them, but when I'm not watching them, they do not run, do they? Alright, we are making sap. We've made 36 sap, which is more than 0. We have made some more boards, 10 of them. That's quite a number, isn't it? We have made some raw fiber. Awesome. We are running this at the speed it will go, which is fine. We will set up a big forestry at some point and life will be pretty good at that point, but we're starting to build up all the ingredients for some electronics. Alright, let's get back to the Moondrops. We have made a Moondrop Codex. To turn that into a Moondrop, we additionally need a Petri dish and planter box. Okay, the Petri dish needs some Agar. How much Agar? Just one, that's fine. And we need some Petri dishes. One. Okay, so I can make a Petri dish. Then I need a planter box. Okay. Are these the planter boxes? Yeah, they are. Okay. So these are there. Those. Are we there? Yes. I need 2 Petri dishes. For that, I need a second Petri dish. A second empty Petri dish. Okay. Which requires more glass. It is really tempting to extend this build to double our glass production, because our glass production is too slow. Is that something I want to do now? So this should have stopped by now. Yeah, the output's full on this, so let's take some of that. The output's still full. So all the molten glass should be going into this machine. Let's increase our speed and see if that's really happening. Yeah, there we are. Okay. Now I just need water, so I need an assembling machine. I need somewhere with water. Is this somewhere with water? I think it is. Why is the recipe not here? Let's just double check. Oh, sorry, it happens in a Botanical Nursery. Okay. Okay, so I need a Botanical Nursery with some water. So let's put that down here. This is going to be the Moondrop from ingredients. Okay, can I craft a second one of those? Yes, I can. And it needs an offshore pump, because everything needs an offshore pump. And it needs power, because randomly some machines require power and some don't. Okay, we have some extra planter boxes. I feel like those should be... How are we doing for trees? Yeah, we're not doing very well for trees, are we? Let's put some of those there. And we also needed some... Was it here? It was here. These needed planter boxes. That's good. Okay. This can have some more fuel. Okay, so this will take some time to happen. Low power. We need to make more fish turbines. Okay, and fish turbines require fish. We've turned all of our fish into... we turned all the fish into tin. That's a fish. Okay, is that enough fish to make a fish turbine? Where are the fish turbines? I should really have memorized which tab they're in. Okay, they're in the alternative energy tab. Right, so we will put down another fish turbine and see if that improves our electricity situation. Meh, not very much. Can I make another fish turbine? I'm just missing a fish. Alright, let's go see if we can find any more. I'm going to have a quick runabout through the factory, up and out the way. Okay, can we find anything here? 165 fish, that sounds like a starting amount. Okay, and I'll just let my bots go and collect. That's very good of them. In fact, I can even run home, and I'm going to collect a little bit of this fuel while we're at it. Good. Okay, so can I now make a fish turbine? I can make 2. And I can drop an entire stack of fish into our tin making. Is this still running? It's still running. Goodness me. That takes forever. Alright, fish turbines. They need some space, don't they, between each other? They get they get upset if they're too close to one another, which I quite understand. I was one of those people who, during COVID lockdowns, wasn't so upset about being required to not spend too much time around everybody else. Alright, so this is still going. Goodness me, still low power. We are out of stone brick to make more of those. Let's make 2 more. Where on earth can I put them? How can I get to anywhere to put them? Alright, we can squeeze one in here, I think. Very good. Can we put one here? I'm just finding places that have enough room at the moment. Ooh, we made a Moondrop. That's a red letter day. And this will go there. And we will need to run these all the way back. Okay. Very good. All of our treated wood has gone into making... yeah, all of our treated wood went into making fish. Fish power. Okay. Are we better now? No, not really. So I'm going to need to continue to expand our fish power as we go. But we've made a Moondrop. Okay. Very, very cool. So this takes Moondrop seeds. The Moondrops themselves happen in Botanical Nurseries, don't they? Yeah, this is the Moondrops to Moondrop seed loop. Okay. So I think we can do something like this. Okay. How many does this need to get going? 5. That's just annoying. I'm peaked by that. Okay, so yeah, words, adult ones using invective. Why on earth do I need 5 Moondrops to get the thing bootstrapped when I get 4 from a Codex? Alright, let's have a look. I'm even typing in capitals. Okay, so it's the tin that I'm missing. I need 20 of it. I don't really have words for this. We are going to come back in a minute when I've ground out the extra Codex. But you don't want to watch this because I'm just going to be using words. Hey, so I'm back. Sorry I'm looking at the wrong screen. Something just grabbed my attention. Right, I am actually back. We are at 98% towards unlocking logistics, which is quite exciting. We'd run out of iron in our science pot makers, so I've just topped that back up. So now that that's working again, this all should be running through. This is just waiting on plant boxes. Because it's out of wood. How can it be out of wood? I filled it up just a moment ago. Ah, good grief. I'm unimpressed by this feeding everything by hand solution. But I guess I just don't know a better way to do it until we've unlocked this darned technology. We have 4 Moondrops. We need 5. we are currently crafting the next 4 because the Codex gives you 4 rather than 5. So I am going to lodge a formal complaint about that. Yay! Logistics. Okay, so let's have a look. What can we do next? Tanks are useful. I think we're going to just hold off actually until, what's this? Fluid handling. This gives us pipes. Yeah, I think that's a useful one. So we'll have fluid handling as well. Radar. That sounds useful just to be able to see what's going on. At the moment I can't see the whole of the base. Okay, so just queue those up. This is running. What was I in the middle of saying? Logistics. So what can we craft, which we couldn't craft before we had logistics? There is raw ores. We have titanium plate and duraluminium and smelter Mark 1. Okay, so this is a new type of smelter. Requires circuits. Made with steel and duraluminium and circuits. Okay. Sorry, T. And we have the splitter made of transport belt, simple circuit boards and iron plate, which is okay. And we have inserters made of a mechanical inserter, so all of those can be recycled, which is nice. Small parts and duraluminium. All right, how on earth do we make duraluminium? Because that's going to be an interesting one. Let's go here. No, let's not do it that way. This is just some make work while that makes. Duraluminium. Okay. We only have one recipe for it. It's aluminium plate plus copper. And do we have any aluminium plate? We do. We have 20, which is not a lot. So we're going to need a better solution for making aluminium, but that's enough to get us started, isn't it? So, looking at this, what else? There was a secondary aluminium. Okay, there's another recipe here that takes molten aluminium, so that's later on in the game. So aluminium plate. Okay, so this is the recipe we currently... This is from aluminium ore. Okay. This is from molten aluminium. This is with hot air to make it better. And this is... Yeah, that's not happening anytime now, is it? So maybe short of... How else can we look at this? Aluminium plate, it's the product of... It says it's the product of these 4 recipes. Okay, so is there another recipe for aluminium ore? So we have... Okay, aluminium plate plus powdered aluminium. It's a product of aluminium ore that's drilling. Aluminium enriched biomass, that's a possibility, isn't it? Friday carapace, okay, that's something. Chitosan and tailings, pure something or other. Soot separation is what we're currently using. And that's what we can't use. Okay, this is directly from soot. Oil sand extraction, which is, okay, roughly a... I don't know. There may be a way. If you know how to get early game aluminium in a better way, then please let me know in the comments, because I would like to know. What I can do though is take some of this coal dust and throw it in here and keep our bricks being made. All right. So We'll have to walk around apparently. I'm not quite sneaky enough to sneak through. Okay, we have our 4 here, so we can put this recipe back to Moondrop seeds. Okay. So this runs quite quickly. How are we doing? I want to hope that this is actually a positive loop. If it's not, I'm going to be really sad. We have seeds. Okay, and then this takes the seeds and makes Moondrops. Let's take those. Okay, I need to put some Moondrops in here as modules. So I'm glad I didn't use them all up. Okay. I nearly made some comically bad life decisions there. Okay. So this is going to do that. Okay, and then these Moondrops from the seeds. So I get 4 Moondrops back. Okay, so if I put that there, that's the 5th one. And it needs water. Okay, not a problem. I'm going to end once I've got this doing something, because we'll have done the thing we were trying to do this time, which is Moondrops. Okay, so that's running. Excruciatingly slowly. Okay. I am going to take this back out, put that there. Yeah, so 140 seconds craft time base speed. 0.3 per minute. Yeah, that's absolutely rubbish, isn't it? But anyway. We have got our Moondrop cycle going. So there are some spare spores. This will produce 4 Moondrops. We need 5 Moondrops for 1 cycle. So this is Moondrop negative overall. Okay, I'm going to have to go away and find out how to make a positive loop for Moondrops, because we can't be injecting codices everywhere all the time. That's clearly, that's just bafflingly silly that we would need to use a Codex to constantly replenish our Moondrops. So there must be a positive cycle here somewhere. Oh, it's 4 Moondrop seeds to 4 Moondrops. Okay, and this produces how many Moondrops? 7. 7 to 8. Okay, so this is a positive loop. It's just getting us through the first couple of cycles. Now I understand why you need 2 Codex crafts, because you need the bonus 3 Moondrops to bootstrap this cycle. Okay, so I'm not going to write an angry letter to the devs. That angry letter. I may write a different angry letter. The keen-eyed among you will have noticed there's currently no output here. I think we're going to output into a box, and then we're going to do that. And I'm going to make sure that I drop on the outside so that the Moondrops are don't back up quite easily as they otherwise would. Okay, so let's speed up the world, because I just want to see this work. Even at 10 times speed, this is not going well, is it? Let's go back to 1 times because I think our science is stalled. Yeah, what's the problem now? This has no planter boxes because it has no empty planter... Whoops. It has no empty planter boxes because we have no iron plate in this. Whoops. What have I just pulled out of here? Bricks and wood. There's the wood. Where are the bricks? Okay, so that's going to run out of bricks in a moment because it's just rubbish. Okay, let's go back to high speed. This thing here. Is it running? Storage tanks are now progressing. Ooh, 1,000 automation science packs. An achievement. Okay, I'll be back in a minute. There's no point you watching this particular paint dry. Okay, we've got a loop going. So this is doing another craft of Moondrops from Moondrop seeds. And this is doing another craft of seeds from Moondrops. So I think we now have a self-sustaining loop. We've also unlocked a tech. So we have all these different types of tanks, all of which seem to require duraluminium. So duraluminium is something we're going to need to make in large quantities, but the only thing I really care about is splitters because that's the basis for making a bus. And we've unlocked them. All we need is the simple circuit boards, and the simple circuit boards, all we need is methane. All we need for methane is a surplus of Moondrops, which is now something we can craft our way towards. Yeah, so this is going to make 4 Moondrops. We already have 2 in here, so I can take one of those out, put it in a module slot. So I'm just going to need to babysit this to get it running. I will see you again next time. By then our Moondrop loop will be up and running and we can move on to the next step of making circuit boards. It feels like basic circuit boards is an entire mini game, probably as big as the entire vanilla game. But anyway, that's just me personally. I'm probably jaded on this one. If you're enjoying this content, as I know some of you are because you say so in the Facebook messages, please like, subscribe, tell your friends if you aren't already or haven't already. That would be wonderful. I would really like to try and get towards that magic 1,000 subscribers if you can help me on the way. It would be a nice milestone to reach. It would be nice to reach it before Christmas. So thanks very much. I will see you again very soon. And with that, have a good weekend or midweek or whenever I release this episode. Bye-bye.